Drones and UAPs in the sky. It's not only New Jersey and US, it's actually also Norway. And I have proof of it. Now, today I'm not alone. I'm trying a new format. First of all, my studio, it's becoming better and better. It's coming together. It's on the way. It already looks okay, thanks to my husband. And speaking of my husband, he's going to join me today. So please welcome my husband. Ta-da! Please welcome. That's my husband, Vitaly. And I invited him because all of the things that I'm usually sharing with you guys, I'm also discussing with you. So he knows everything about Rosicrucians, UAPs, and UFOs.
No, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Well, he's very shy. He's not like me, like talking about everything that pops into my mind. You know, guys. Well, talking about UAPs and drones and over the sky of US, we had this situation recently. I think it was by the end of November or so. Yeah, we were watching TV, just cozy at home, and then suddenly something was like, we saw something outside the window, and you were like, "Look, what's that?" Right? And I was like, "Oh, it's just a plane," right?
Yeah, so we were sitting watching TV, and I see something flying like in the window, and I said like, "Look, what's that?" He said, "Oh, it's just a plane," but it was not a plane because it was I told you it was flying too low for a plane and too fast. So it looked weird. It kind of looked a bit like a plane because it had lights. But you could see like the shape was a little bit off, and like the altitude and the speed, it didn't make sense. And the planes don't really fly in this area, especially so low. So I didn't get to film that one, but maybe 2 weeks later, I was alone watching TV, and again I saw something outside flying. So this time I actually got my phone and filmed the thing. So it was clearly a drone. You can see the four lights. And when you zoom in, you can see that it's not a plane, definitely. It's something, but it's not also not a small drone. The size of it was, I would say, the size of a car, approximately.
Okay.
So I filmed two videos. Uh, the second one, I changed the location, like from one window, I went to another, and it's dark, so you cannot. You have mountains around here in this area, mountains and houses on the mountains. So you can see on the second video how it goes, and then disappears behind the mountain. So it goes over the mountain and down.
So the trajectory was also like a weird. It was
Yeah, it's definitely not a plane. It's definitely, you can see it on the video, and like the plane wouldn't fly like straight above the mountain. You can see approximately where the last houses on the mountain are located. So the mountain is just above the end of the mountain is just above those houses, and you can approximately see the area around, so you can understand the altitude of the object.
Another thing was the speed, because when I said, "Oh, it's a plane," it's like, look, it's moving so fast. Like a commercial plane would not move that fast.
Yeah.
It disappeared in minutes, even seconds.
Yeah, that was with the first sighting that I didn't get to film. But with the second, it wasn't moving that fast. I would say it would actually move much slower, but that doesn't make it less strange.
Yeah. Do you feel there is like a connection between the stuff happening in US and here? Because if we check the media in Europe in general, there is not so many articles about like some weird drones. I have read some about UK, and I think there was something about India, but of course you cannot believe everything that you see on TikTok. There's also AI that can like fabricate things. Here in Norway, definitely. There might be some articles you can find about, oh, yeah, in America, this thing is happening, but about here, no. So I don't think people are even interested in that here. They are not even looking in the sky. So do you think it could be related or not?
It's really hard to tell. Of course, uh, here in Europe, the amount of the objects seen is not even close to what we see on the footage from the USA, from New Jersey now. But there are some articles that in Europe there are also some sightings, so it's not zero. And most of the sightings, as I understand, are around military bases.
Yeah.
And what a coincidence! We have a military base right in this area.
Yeah, almost like around the corner. It's Ulven Lair, which is a military base. As far as I did the research, they do some training. There's a shooting range when we passed by, but we don't really know what exactly happens there because it's a forbidden zone for like civilians. Maybe that's an area of interest for the drone.
It could be, but on the other hand, I don't think it's like a very serious object. It's a very small base, and it's not like it's a nuclear
Oh yeah, no, that's
nuclear weapon base. So I guess it's just some training for the soldiers is going on there. But just just say
coincidence or not, I don't know. But another thing is that I was thinking, like, why would these drones be even flying, and what would be their main interest? So what popped into my mind, I'm just speculating, of course, I'm not saying it's true. Maybe they're doing something like mapping of the area. What are the military bases in certain countries? Like a little bit of spying, like these Google cars filming the streets. Maybe they're doing the same from above. Could be maybe an option.
maybe, but on the other hand, like I don't know the technology of the mapping, but it would seem like during daytime it would be more efficient than
Yeah.
during the night to do that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe.
But on the other hand, I'm not an expert on drone technology and drone surveillance and mapping and stuff like that.
But maybe it's the night because it's not really legal. Because people would see them and think, oh, it's just a plane, like I did at the beginning. That's why the night. And
Or maybe during the day, if they would see the drone, they would think, "Oh, it's definitely not a plane," because you could see the clear shape of the drone, not just the lights.
yeah, that's also a good
So
point.
it's yeah, maybe that's why they're doing it at night, so that people wouldn't quite understand like fully what it is.
True. And so I guess let's do it. Let's finally show what you filmed. And yeah, so in a couple of seconds, I'm going to show both of the videos that my husband filmed, and probably you're going to comment a little bit on it while we're watching it. So let's go.
Yeah, so this is the video. When you zoom in, you can see that it's definitely not a plane, and the way it is flying, you see those lights in the shape of a drone. Yeah, so this is the same drone, just from a different window filmed. So here you can see those four lights and the direction where it's going. So those houses is just above them is the end of the mountain. You can see it a bit. It's a bit darker. So it goes right over the top of the last houses, which are on the top of the mountain. And here is the same drone filmed on a different day, and you can see that it's going in the same direction, the same route. This video is a bit longer because I managed to film it just in one take. Same lights, absolutely same direction it's going, and at the end of the video you will see that it disappears also in the same location. This one is different. This one goes much faster, and you can see also that it's not a plane. It goes to a different direction. I've seen this one also twice. First time it was too fast for me to grab the phone and film it, but this time I managed to film a little bit.
So this is the video, and let me know in the comments what you're thinking about it. Any kind of ideas. This is a free space. Write down even the craziest ideas. What could it be? And also, yeah, you wanted to comment something still?
Yeah, like when you look on the video, you see that it's most likely it's not UAP or UFO as we are used to understand it, like a flying saucer or a triangle black or something
Yeah.
like that, or a orb. You can see that most likely it is of course man-made drone. The question is, where is it coming from? Who is launching it? And what's the purpose of it?
And why exactly now? Because currently, as I said in the intro of my video, the world's going crazy. Like, it feels like somebody is seeding so much hate towards a lot of things. There are so many risks that we might just at 1 second blow up by nuclear, some kind of bombs or whatever. And then these UAPs in US in between, and then all of these whistleblowers about UAPs and UFOs in general. I think something is brewing here in the world, and these drones actually might be part of it. And we just don't understand.
This is a topic which allows a lot of speculation, and it is probably for another video. Just to you can go crazy with the ideas of what, why, and who, and but maybe it's a distraction to distract attention from some other things, or I don't even want to
Start.
get into it now because it's crazy.
And let me tell you guys, he might be shy, but we are talking about huge things at home, about UAPs and all of the possibilities. So if you want us to dive into some other topics, drop down a message, what kind of topics you would like us to talk about. And on that note, I just wanted to mention some things that are kind of pulled together with this drone situation in general in US. Project Bluebeam. On the moment when all of this started and when you filmed this, my Project Bluebeam series on my channel just blew up as if like people started finally to realize that this might be happening. These things might be related to that. And this led me to think that maybe these drones are doing something in the sky so that we can see those visualizations that were predicted to be on the sky. Do you have like a slightest idea or an opinion? Could this be related also to Project Bluebeam?
It is it's very hard to tell. Again, this is the same thing. Like you can speculate, maybe yes, maybe no. So we don't have enough information to do that kind of claim at the moment, at least. We just have to observe and see how the situation develops further, and maybe they will tell us where the drone's coming from at the end. Maybe it's both things happening at the same time. Man-made drones that are doing something, and UAPs and UFOs that are doing their
all interacted.
Maybe it's all happening at the same time. Well, obviously here in Norway and in Europe, it's not as much as we see on the videos from the USA. So I guess we'll have to just follow the lead of the experts and hear what they say.
And yeah, and I think that's also a thing we have to observe, and it's easier to observe once you're there. So you guys, if you have even, I know that I have a lot of American followers. So if you guys have filmed anything, do send me on my email. I'm going to put it down here. We can watch those videos and discuss, because I believe more people, like real people like you and I, rather than media. We all know that now don't trust media, especially with the entrance of AI. All the videos, like half of the videos that I've seen probably are just fake. And I would be happy to see something. And if you're in Europe or some other countries, do send me those too. We can discuss and watch those. And we'll see where it goes. And yeah, it's just exciting to know that so many things happen exactly in America, which leads me to think maybe that is their plan. It's not even related to Europe or Norway or this area.
We don't know like all the connections, because even the media, of course, we understand everything about the media, but even with the whistleblowers and people who are reporting specifically on the UAP topic, a lot of those are also a lot of that is also a disinformation. So we have to keep that in mind also. And there's some truth, some disinformation, and we don't know really what is what at the moment. We can just guess, we can speculate, but for us, just ordinary people, it's almost, I would say, impossible to know the truth.
So that's why we're so chill a little bit, unless we start to think about it too deep. But again, with all of this disinformation being around us, it just seeds the fear in people. And I think that's also one of the things that if we assume there are some higher ranked people who are manipulating with us, that's what they want, us to be in fear, to be scared of something. Because once we're scared, we are easier to be manipulated with. This might also be part of it.
But it also seems like, of course, there might be a certain fear, but I think the most is more like people are curious. It's they're curious to know like what is it, and like this not knowing is the thing that drives people a little bit crazy.
And Hollywood helps, certainly, with their movies.
Of course.
All right, guys. So on that note, this will be a shorter video, little discussion between us. We wanted to share the video with you. Again, reminding you, subscribe, follow, like, share with people who would like my videos. Let me know what do you think about this format. We can develop this in future and talk about a lot of things. You can even maybe like suggest some name of this kind of podcast or whatever we're doing here. Will you be happy to come back and discuss more with me? Yeah?
Of course.
Okay.
How can I refuse?
Yeah, I'm cooking. So give thumbs up for my husband Vitaly, and be safe out there. Bye.